Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Christmas Day matchup. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, he certainly had his ups and downs since being the second overall selection back in 2017, but when he's on, Mitchell Trubisky shows all the attributes you're looking for in a quarterback. Big arm, excellent legs for mobility.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run again with Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Trubisky. And this winds up.
Scramblers be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play. They went to their
only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He's going to field this at the 4. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he fences every time he takes a snap.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Just like that, a pick up of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Good job there. Again, he's tight end because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball. You're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You got
to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. The last series for them, little just try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime you didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to Dan. This is the amount you have. Make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past it, all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now it's Trubisky. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Defense rolled out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. It has been about haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they?
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over possession here at the 44. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. LT. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Trubisky. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taking yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He has done this a lot. Justin Houston able to record the sack.
2 touchdowns. They try to kill him the sack there to add to their good play. This offense coming with no points now, and some kind of score was desperately needed.
Here's Presley Harvin now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you kept playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So it doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now a throw on first.
He'll knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance, and that really opens things up for you.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because 1-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it? In order to come out and come back.
Tucker with an extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. They try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this will be well
allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. That's going to be caught by Pickens. Now out as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. That ball nearly in the way. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be a 4th down.
This first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensive, a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. Second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Almost all the way to the 30. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Q, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Take it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start with the option. There's the stiff arm. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle, and incomplete.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And they're going to hand themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a full set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they...
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they run the option on second down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They got the big play, then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the last play, really nice run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. The CD, they certainly few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Trubisky. That is
to an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
It's been a tough one all game back for this offensive line. They're running down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Play action. Now Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Devin Bush driving in.
That was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
1st and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at the 34. Harris will start the drive out. Defense have got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by when to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. That ball caught by the fullback. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10, it's Trubisky again. Open man, that's the touchdown percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now right where they set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's going to be caught along the bounds. They say that's a catch. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Johnson with a reception. A few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st down, Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And the 9-yard line here. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 50. 30. 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put yards together. There's been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run.
The Steelers send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is brought in at the 21. Shoves him aside. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. This has really just been a lock here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
I'm going to go if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 44 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a good football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago, so just add on to their big lead. Drive there, just 4 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from Jake. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And now out come the Steelers. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Denver always showing off the pass rush skills.
Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
Won't be easy here after that sack. Now you got Trubisky and the Steelers facing a 3rd and long. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of
Nice job there from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. As that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. Here's Trubisky to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And that'll be good for 8. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.